everyone. Welcome to the Rise Report. It says that we are live. I am going to go ahead and get started. If you are popping on, please make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you are coming in from, where you're located in the world. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen. I am head mistress here at Rise Innerversity, and these are the weekly updates. It's the Rise Report. So, head mistress, Rise is my mission and why I am here. And so, we give these reports on a weekly basis. This is something new that we are rolling out. So with that said, they last around 30 minutes. It's to kind of give you an overall view of the energy that we are entering in, what's going on. I am not, everything that I teach is really non-traditional. So I'm not an astrologer. I pay attention to the energies. I'm very in tune with the cycles, and that's what kind of like really pulled me in and why I share this information with you, because it incorporates into our teachings here at Rise University. So we help those soul-led rebels really step into their purpose and mission and give them the support, the guidance, the tools that they need necessary for whatever it is that they are building. So let's go ahead and dive right into what is going on this week. It's a bit of a crazy, chaotic energy. I mean, we're in 2025. What difference would it be? But a lot of stuff is going on, and I posted a little bit about this yesterday, and I have my notes. I do have to have notes to let me know, so I don't forget anything, guys, so bear with me. So today is November 19th. It is actually, we are coming into a new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio does not play around. It is like the lord of the underworld. It is tied with the planet Pluto. So keep in mind that new moons we do typically manifest, but for this one, this is all about reevaluating. So since we are currently in Mercury Retrograde, and we have a lot of these retrogrades, this is a great time for you to really pull in the words, okay? And what I mean by that is reevaluate, reflect, release, revoke, anything that may not be working for you. With the energies that are currently happening, people are really running into themselves. And this is the time period where all the way up to this point, you should have been loading your toolbox full of tools so that you can whip them out in this time, to know how to be able to navigate and handle and, understand at a deeper level what is happening, because the outer world is a reflection of what's happening inside, and what's happening inside is being influenced by the planets. And if you want to dig deeper into how that happens, this is where human design comes into play. So the new moon that we are entering in right now is going to be conjunct with Mercury Retrograde, and you might be experiencing your thoughts, your truth, your voice, all becoming part of a rebirth. Things are restructuring. Mercury influences the mind, how we communicate, what's happening in the mind space. And this is so important that we understand what is going on in the mind, because if things are happening, okay, we can take a step back and figure out what was happening there. We may want to manifest something new into our lives, money, so forth. Sorry for sneezing. not apologizing for that, but just give me a moment. They've been spraying like crazy here, so it has really affected my allergies. I don't know how to mute my new microphone. So, but going back into that, Mercury, affects our mind and our communication, and how we are manifesting is the thoughts, what we're telling ourselves, impressed with emotion through visualization and speaking that into existence is the process that is happening. And I dive deep into this inside of the foundational course for Rise Innerversity, which is the Roots Before Wings. And that launched last week. Doors opened, and we dive really deep into that concept because, guys, it's important that you really understand what is happening, because that is what is creating the outer world. So this is why we do the Rise Report, the energetics, what's going on, so that you can have some type of awareness and navigate it. So you are not coming in with the victim mentality of, life is happening to me. You are reclaiming who the fuck you truly are. You are remembering who the fuck you truly are. And you are recalibrating to your true soul's essence so that you can tackle and, overcome what is happening, because all sorts of kind of crazy shit is going to be happening. So going back into the new moon in Scorpio, pay attention to your thoughts, the truth, the voice that you are speaking, because that is all being restructured to who you truly are. Your soul's essence, not who everyone else told you. And it's important that you know that there's a difference between the two. So, Mercury, Uranus, it went into retrograde in Taurus, and that is all playing a part as well. So, expect the unexpected. If shocking things come up, surprising things, especially with Taurus tied to money, material things outside of you, just material, money, tangible things, expect the unexpected, expect, breakdowns, breakthroughs, stuff along those lines. The more we get into 2026 and 2027, this energy is going to be kind of crazy. And the ones that are not self-aware, who have not been doing any type of soul work or anything along those lines, are going to really struggle. So, all that is impacting this new moon. So it's really pushing us to, it demands something that you are currently holding on to, an identity, a belief system, something that has prevented you to get to the next level. And you're going to be faced with that head on. So make sure that you are really paying attention to what's going on, because that needs to die. It needs to go away. And that is what Scorpio is really showing us. So, we have Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. It's a great time for you to, expect old patterns to come up. Mercury retrograde has a rap for, there's just, I like these time periods, honestly, because the quantum shifts that I have made in my life have been during retrogrades, because it's bringing up what still needs to be worked on, what still needs to be moved through, what still needs to, recalibrated, restructured, integrated. And so with it impacting the new moon, make sure that you're doing your journaling. Make sure that you are paying attention to old emotional cycles that are coming up, relationships that could be coming up for you to work on, cut, ties to clear, integrate, do some type of healing. Also expect psychic truth, unspoken thoughts, to also rise from the shadow. Remember, whatever you're playing in here is going to start manifesting into the physical, especially if you're not working through it, so that you can work through it in a scenario. We also have Venus in Scorpio. So this is tied to relationships, money, desires, and it's really it's asking you to get emotionally honest with yourself of what you want in your life. Are the relationships working for you, or are they not? Do you need to have those hard conversations? What do you need to get truthful about with yourself and others? Because if you are in a relationship because you don't want to have a hard conversation, or it's not really working for you, what disservice are you doing with the other individual? Okay. So again, all of this that's happening right now is asking you to reevaluate, reflect, release, revoke, restructure. Where are you going to reinvest in your energy? Where are you going to remember who you are? Where are you going to reclaim, recode, and recalibrate? Read. All right. If you're someone who pays attention to the human design and the human design transits, right now we have the sun in gate 14, which is about power, skills, and prosperity. Okay. Gate 14 is located in the sacral energy, or the sacral center. So, it holds a lot of energy of, being empowered. It holds energy of that creative fuel. You may be noticing that. I know I have been noticing that in myself. Like, I'm waking up with some CEO badass boss babe energy, and I'm like, yes. How can I harness this? And how can I use it to my benefit? Because when the transits are happening in human design, everyone has them. Okay. So, ask yourself, where am I ready to generate aligned wealth from my true gifts? Now, Earth is in gate 8, which is contribution. That is located in the throat. This gate pushes you to express yourself as uniquely you. Remember, all of these retrogrades that are happening, and in this new moon, we are breaking down all of the programming and reprogramming ourselves of these identities of what other people wanted us to be, or what we thought we should be. And we are stepping into who we are authentically. And that is what this gate is doing. It's asking us where you've been muting your voice to belong or be accepted. So where are you people pleasing? Where are you dulling your shine or not sharing your light because of X, Y, and Z? All right. There was a phrase that came to me a long time ago in the shower download that said, why are you basing your self-worth on another person's calcified pineal gland? And it's important that you recognize that, because everyone is just seeing the world through their own fucking lens at the end of the day. What is your lens showing you? And what do we need to clean, clear, recalibrate, restructure to see the world different, to work, co-create with the universe, okay? So, with these two gates, this is aligned prosperity and authentic expression. So remember that. So to kind of give you a recap of things to notice, or what you need to focus on and go through, is the new moon theme. Okay. This is burning down old identities that you used for survival, and summoning, recalling, the identity that came down here to be the badass fucking person that it is. To step into that mission that it came down here, and fuck all the other bullshit that keeps getting in the way. Your emotional energy. Don't bypass. Let the discomfort name what's done. Okay. So if you are not feeling, if it's not comfortable, something is, I got off a call right before I got on here because someone was having a moment, and that was just because the mind, the old identity was dying before the new one was stepping in, and it's uncomfortable. I mean, Great Serpent teaches us to shed the past the way she sheds her skin. We're in the year of the snake. That's what's happening. Shedding skin, the process is uncomfortable as fuck, guys. And so this is why I love working with Great Serpent, because she teaches us to do that. And we need to shed that past, because that is what's been holding us back from stepping into our true purpose. So don't bypass, okay? Make sure you're journaling. If it's very uncomfortable for you, make sure you're reaching out, tapping into that community. That's what Rise is here for. We offer that support. Ask any of my students right now. Ask anyone who is in Rise Innerversity that when they reach out to me and they need something, I'm there. And that's, there are boundaries around that as well. And my students don't abuse that. Okay. They're not ungrateful for my help, and they honor it, but I am there. There's support, and it's not just me, it's them as well. So, just throwing that out. We need support right now. It's much needed. Make sure you're communicating. Know that we do have Mercury in retrograde. You may stumble over your words. You may have a hard time getting things out along those lines. But if that is happening, don't feel embarrassed by it, because it just happens. Just roll with the flow and go with it. Identity. Shed those roles that you have been performing. Scorpio energy isn't here for you to pretend. All right. It is all about being authentically you. And if you are someone like me, I'm breaking so many different spells. That's what I like to call it. It's all, when you break a program, you're breaking a spell, and breaking the spell of addiction. And being 38, I'm 46 now, stepping into it. And I had epiphany not that long ago that I didn't really know who I truly was, because I was living under other people's projections of what they wanted me to be. So I would conform to that. And that was, a security. That was a safety thing that my ego did. It went into the people pleasing, and I have an open G center as well. So my love and direction would get confused with other people. And because I'm a 5/1 in human design, I'm under the projection field all of the fucking time. And so I've been working on who is Jenny, and what does she like, and who is she truly, without, getting back to who I was when I was younger before anyone else told me that. So really step into that identity of who you truly are. Business and soul work, make sure align your work with a deeper purpose. Scorpio reveals where your energy leaked. So if you don't know what energy leaks are, there is a really cool masterclass inside of Rise where I go over that. But basically, it is where you have holes in your aura. Where are you saying that you're going to do something and you're not doing? Where are you following through? Where are you not practicing your boundaries? Where are you committing to things and not following through? Like, there's so many different ways that we can get energy leaks, and there's so many different areas of life that we can get them, whether that is our personal development, whether that is work, whether that is home life, whether that is fitness, whether that is our diets in all ways, shape, and form, relationships. So it is important that we are paying attention to where we are leaking our energy, and if we are not calling our energy back to us and clearing those energy leaks, because your aura is the energetic essence that they are trying to siphon from you on this planet. So that's where human design comes in, because it tells you how your aura is. It is your energetic frequency force field that you really need to protect. So make sure that you are, not allowing your energy to leak in certain ways. Okay. So, I'm trying to see exactly where the hell did that come into. So, going back into, That was business and soul work, but human design, create prosperity, okay? Being authentic, stop hiding, speak your truth, show up on camera. You're seeing, you guys who have been following me for the longest time are seeing that I'm doing that. I'm stepping into it. I'm being more consistent. I didn't, I knew this was my purpose for quite some time, and I self-sabotaged a lot. Expert in that. Just trying to give you guys inspiration and show you awareness that you're not doing it too. All right, so that's a little update on what's going on energetic into this week. For all of you Earth Keepers who are already members inside of Rise Innerversity, the Earth Keepers Guild, your integration packs have been uploaded into the modules and also the our Telegram group too. So what is an integration pack? Well, every full and new moon, you guys are getting like a little worksheet so you can print out and start to create your own grimoire. They can also be uploaded into the digital grimoire that we are creating for you guys so that you can just start to work with this energy. I primarily work with full moons and new moons. We do tie in teaching you how to work with the elements based on the astrology chart of like what's going on, but that is tied into also the Moonite key, because when you are working with the Moonite key and creating sacred space and pulling in a medicine circle, you are working with the elements and different deities. So it's kind of all tied into each other. And how we really start to get calibrated and working with the energies on a consistent basis is I utilize working with the moon cycles, the full and the new moon, and breaking down in the individual points. But those are things that we really break down and go through inside of Rise University. So if you are someone who has been on this journey for quite some time, you really connect with terms like light warrior, starseed. I don't get hung up in those type of titles, but you may. You are a conscious soulpreneur, a conscious entrepreneur. You know you're here for a greater purpose, and you've been on this journey for quite some time, and you may be a little bit overwhelmed, or you're burnt out because the things that you have been trying before are not quite working, and you just want someone, a community that will get you. You can come inside of Rise University, and it's important that I talk about what Rise University is, because we teach a little bit different. We are a school, or scole is how you would pronounce it. SCHOLE, not a school. And what that is the Greek term for leisure learning. Okay. One of the biggest things that I saw in the coaching industry and programs was that there was a lot of gatekeeping. There was a lot of forcing people through really fast. Okay. Or the information, the support that you would get for the information was only like, you got 90 days. That's all you have access to me. And we don't do that inside of Rise University. That's why we are a traditional, exactly how it should be in olden days in tribe, and how energy should work is that each individual should be nurtured on and go through their learning based on their energetic frequency and what they can handle. Not everyone can go through that fast. I didn't. So that's why we have a skull, and we are giving you the information to help you not only transform your life through tapping into the energetics, but incorporate that into your life, your personal life, your spiritual life, your business. All of that will play a part. And so I'm always about bringing magic back into what it is that you're doing, and not even stepping into creating a business. Step into creating that magic that is going to support you and your lifestyle and your foundation. If you are doing what you truly love and came down here to do, it wouldn't be a business. Period. So, Going back, guys, keep in mind that your integration packs have been uploaded. They are printable. You can access those in the online modules. If you're not a member already inside of Rise Innerversity, the Earth Keepers Guild, don't know what you're waiting for. Just comment the word guild down below or Earth Keeper, and that will trigger the automation to get you some information, okay? Lots of things are coming up. We also have a group coaching call coming into this weekend, so you guys get that as well. As that additional extra support. So when you are going through any type of ritual integrations, if you are going to be working with the moon cycles, know that we have an awesome guide that's going to be coming out next year and next month and next year, where it really taps into working with the new and the full moon cycles. But if you are someone who does rituals, you tie into this, self-care, do a spiritual bath, make sure that you are, listening to what it is that you want, treat yourself. You've been through a lot, don't pat yourself on the back, have some compassion, and do something nice for yourself. But, always make sure that you are tapping into what we talked about, the energetics. I hope I prompt you into really thinking about things, about what you need to let go. Make sure that you're journaling that. You can set up an altar if that is your thing, and make sure that you are meditating and burning on it, okay? Your manifestation should be manifesting the authentic you and releasing those R's of whatever is standing in the way from that coming forth and shining through. Okay? So, let's see. I think that's about all that I really want to chime in. I would just really be repeating myself. In the integration packs, guys, you have a death to embodiment 30-day timeline thing. That one went really big in this new moon. We don't operate. Rise does not operate off a month or anything like that. We do not operate off the Gregorian calendar. We operate off the natural cycles that are happening. Okay, so the Scorpio season, we'll say, the Scorpio season, that integration packet had some information to help you. Things that are going on in Rise, I kind of touched base on that. The integration packets are new for you guys. We have a group coaching call that is coming up this Saturday. I really hope to see you guys on there. I'd love to answer all of your questions. New things are happening. I keep downloading all these epic fucking information that Spirit is guiding me to do for Rise. So stay tuned. 2026 is going to be really epic for things that I am bringing you. And, so if you're not a member already, please make sure to, if you've been on the fence, we would love to see you inside. I mean, not only do you get all the support that you could possibly think of and need, but it is really to help you step into that leadership role and share what it is that you came down here to share and help the collective with. That is my purpose, is to give you that extra support. So, with that said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a DM. If you're confused on exactly what it is, what do you get? Like, is it for you? Along those lines, my DM is open. Shoot me a message. Either me or someone from my team will get back from you. Most likely it is for me, because I really want to get to know you on an individual basis. With that said, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Happy new moon vibes. Hang in there. Make sure that you are breathing. We do have 2 free communities right now to help give you additional support, there is a channel on Instagram right now you can join, and we go deeper in a free community on Telegram. If you are wanting that information, drop a comment down below. I will send that to you, and looking forward to seeing you guys on the inside. Bye now.